This is a live look at David Booth Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Utah State Aggies and the Kansas Jayhawks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the Utah State head coach before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback keeps it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. On the draw, it's Jacobs. Runs through the tackle. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
And when you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on a draw play. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the 2nd level, and you can see when I do that, you make big gains like this, catch the defense off guard.
Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Jacobs. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their 2nd drive.
Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Here comes the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Lost to fire on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got maybe a yard, third down and 9 coming.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job.
Caught, and he's got room. Continues to fight for yards. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at second and 8. Gonna run it. It's White. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now facing a third and long. To the air. It's Hillstead. Gets it out fast. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a 6-7.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Utah State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Rushes on him. Got his man on the right. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Going with the ground game left. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. Touchdown, Rock Chop! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Running inside. It's Thurman. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting the playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
Turns it on in midfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's got it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, in recent years, Kansas's offense has been most dynamic and most dangerous when they've been able to run the football. That was certainly the case when Devin Neal was there. And so who's going to be that new guy, David? I know they went to the portal to bring some familiar faces, maybe some guys that a lot of Kansas fans may already know about based on who this team has had to play, but no question, they've got to run the ball.
I'm about to say know about it, not like this in the past, right? Edwards was over at Kansas State. Now you switch to the Kansas uniform, and Rock Chalk Jayhawk is excited about him. Andy Koltanecki coming back to the Kansas staff. This is an offense that likes to run the football. They want to be physical. That's how they start on offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hauls it in. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it again. On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Motion from the back. This is a designed run. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Got a little space. Spins away from the defender. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He'll toss it. Maybe some room here. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the 1st down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Finds space on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
To the air on 2nd down. Complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Jayhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give on the inside. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at New Mexico State taking on the number 5 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's New Mexico State in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second. Makes the grab and room to run. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Off the RPO, complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Quick strike complete. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Utah State up-tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The run inside. It's White. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical.
Makes the catch, and he's free. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Makes the grab, it's McMillan. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Dupree. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to take off. Quarterback gets past the marker. Turning it on. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Jayhawks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Willis. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Kansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on makes the grab in their space. And he's brought down after a nice game. Utah State up-tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Into the 3rd quarter of this edition of Midweek Action, it's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hillstead. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down. It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Breaks into the open.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
A little midweek action to keep you going. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Makes the grab on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Utah State, 17.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Dupree. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. On target over the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Jayhawks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dupree. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
On the option. Keeps it on the option. Now the toss. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Utah State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Marshall. On target. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Wide receiver comes in motion. And some room to work. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our...
Snags it, and he's open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Jayhawks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
Blue 22.
Finding some room. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Fires to the big fella. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down. Utah State up-tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching?
Snagged it, and there's running room. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field.
Turning on the Jets. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Escapes the pressure going right. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. To throw, it's Hillstead. Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
You got all 3 timeouts left in your back pocket. You're down a possession here late in the fourth quarter. You do not have to kick an onside kick. If you trust your defense, you use your timeouts wisely, you can have a lot of time left on offense to go and win this game.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
Wants to throw. It's Marshall. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down.